Okay, we're talking about board member fundraising and how to motivate our board members to help us with fundraising. And we are on the desserts. I take a menu approach to getting board members involved in fundraising, give them a whole list and let them know that's all you can eat. They can have as many different tasks in fundraising as they want, but they have to pick at least one from each category: appetizers, entrees, and desserts. Today we're talking about the desserts. Help research foundations and corporations that might give to your nonprofit. This is a great way. A lot of times staff don't have the time to jump into that and do that legwork. So it's great if they just are provided a prospect list to begin working on of foundations that they might write grants for, or for corporations to reach out to, especially in a particular local area. Collect other similar organizations' annual reports, donor list, and programs from events. This is a great way to do donor research. So your board can help you actually begin the donor research process, especially again, if you are in a localized area, you need to be doing the research about who are the generous people that are supporting other organizations, especially organizations like you in your local area. Have them become an online ambassador for your nonprofit on social media and email, because this is so important. There is almost no way to get real organic reach on social media anymore. And the only way around that is to have more of a structured program where folks are sharing out all of the wonderful information that you curate about your nonprofit's mission. So if you have a group of people who are dedicated to sharing the important information that you put out online and amplifying your message without you having to pay to boost post and do sponsored posts and ads, this is gold. So that is a wonderful way for them to get involved. Invite donors to events for your nonprofit, either digitally or in person. This is somewhat related to some of the appetizer ones, but this is such an easy way, instead of calling up friends and saying, hey, will you give to XYZ nonprofit, to say, hey, it's an easier lift for a board member to say, hey, can you come to this fundraising event? Can you come to this virtual event and learn a little bit about why I'm so passionate about this nonprofit? So much easier. Open doors with vendors who say they might be open to providing gifts in kind. So if your organization does events that are outdoors, you're going to need bottled water for that. Do they know someone who might be able to donate bottled water? Are there other kinds of supplies that you need on a regular basis? Go through your budget, see what you're spending money on, and see if any of your board members can open doors with businesses or corporations that could provide gifts in kind. And one of the things that I am doing right now is offering this entire fundraising menu that has additional spots where they can brainstorm this stuff and go ahead and give it to you, which is great to do in a board retreat or a new board member orientation. So head to my link in bio and download that resource right now. It also puts you on my newsletter, which is really great. So you're not going to miss any of these freebies in the future. And of course, make thank you calls to donors. This is one of the best ways that donors can engage in fundraising, is to help with stewardship. One of the things that research continually shows is that one of the best ways to retain first-time donors is to have a volunteer leader reach out to them. It's one thing for staff to reach out. That's obviously meaningful, but it's more meaningful when a volunteer who is giving up their own time calls to say thank you to someone for their very first gift. So that is how I like to implement the thank you calls on the desserts. But any thank you calls are extremely worthwhile, especially when they're coming from your board members. So I hope this list was helpful. Make sure you go and download that resource and share with anyone who is in the nonprofit world that might benefit from this. Send them this video or send them the link to the board resource. It's just realdealfundraising.com/board resource, and you can download that entire worksheet there.